I'm Tammie Sutherland at Old City Hall Courts, where the trial for Jian Ghomeshi right now is coming to a head. Now, some are criticizing the lawyers prosecuting Ghomeshi in this case, saying that they came to court ill-prepared. This after the trial heard several stunning revelations from the women who are accusing the former radio star of abuse.
What about these emails? What can you tell us about these emails that you're referring to?
Yeah, I was looking for those because he has them.
And Ghomeshi's defense presented them in what seemed to some as a surprise to the prosecution. It's one of several moments that sparked criticism by some that the Crown came to the trial ill-prepared.
There's no issues about preparation or how they're running their case. This is a situation where they're working with the evidence they have.
Former Crown and current criminal defense lawyer Daniel Lerner says the prosecution can only work with the information police provide them.
Do you have a recollection of the content of these playful emails?
I mean, hey, how's your day, to making jokes about different sexual positions that have unfortunate nicknames.
According to videotaped interviews, investigators were aware of friendly and sometimes sexually charged emails that were used by the defense to discredit alleged victim Lucy Decoutere.
They're in my Yahoo account and I can't access them.
That account? Like,
no,
maybe
I don't know my
we'll
password.
Get that after.
At that point, should police have dug deeper?
The emails weren't directly related to what happened. And the Crown and the police are usually a bit more concerned about proving what happened rather than the surrounding circumstances and relationships.
You can't investigate the complainants as if they're criminals. You have to take them at their word, pretty much.
Defense lawyer John Struthers has also been following the case closely and says it may be easier on both the alleged victims and the accused in cases like these to move the conversation out of criminal court.
Mediation, restoration, restitution, apologies, counseling. In the United States, for example, they have a situation where you can do a lot of preparatory work and then the case is dismissed. The consequences for a criminal case are so severe that you have to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. If it was more of a negotiated settlement, perhaps that wouldn't have to happen.
As for how this criminal case will end, one former Crown believes it's still a toss-up.
Does the judge at the end of the day, does he believe the witnesses to the extent he's convinced beyond a reasonable doubt? All I can say is I'm happy I'm not the judge.
Lerner believes that police may learn a lesson from this case and take further investigative steps when looking into similar complaints in the future. He also says that when it comes to this case, if you take away all the high-profile players, it really is a pretty routine and fairly minor in the eyes of the courts, especially when you compare it to aggravated assaults and other very serious charges, for example. And the Jian Ghomeshi trial resumes tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and closing arguments are expected to begin on Thursday.